Hi. Good morning. How you guys doing today? Hello, Matt. Welcome in. Hi, Mom. Hi, Brandon. Aquatic Tiger. How's it going? I'm going to apologize ahead of time because I am super sniffly today. I've got lots of allergies going on for some reason. I don't know why. Probably just season change. I don't know. Yep. What are we doing today? We are going to be working on implementing a bunch of feedback from the Indie Game Clinic YouTube, or I guess live stream, that he did of Seeking Adventure. Somehow he played the game for an hour and left a ton of feedback. So that's awesome. And we're going to implement a bunch of that today. I have a whole list of notes that I took that should fix up a bunch of the complaints or issues that he had. I wouldn't even say issues. He actually really liked the game a lot and had pretty much nothing but good things to say about it, which is great. So I'm excited about that. What's up, Sheep Animations? Excited to see what you're gonna add today. Yeah, so it's mostly just gonna be like polish and like quality of life things today, unfortunately. And then maybe if we have time, for some reason, I don't think we will because I have to be out of here in like 1:30 today, which is only like 3.5 hours. Because Jana has a meeting at 2. Yeah, so I'll be doing dad duty after that, and then later this afternoon I'm finally going to get into the finals. I haven't played for like 3 days now because I'm waiting for season 6 to start, and it started today, so it's everything I can do to work today and not play the finals because I'm having withdrawals. I'm so excited. But anyway, I will be playing this evening. So anyway, yeah, so we're gonna dive into this. I'm just setting up some stuff in the collectible item right now. The first bit of feedback I realized, and this has been an issue for a while, but I didn't like think about what the solution should be until now, or until when I saw Indie Game Clinic play, was that sometimes when you're clicking on things like too quickly to like figure out that there's like stuff. For example, the carrots in the crates in the demo. If you click on those crates too quickly, you can sometimes you'll double click on one crate, which will actually end up picking up an item, and you don't realize you picked up an item because there's not enough. It's not obvious enough. So we're gonna do 2 things to fix that. The first thing is I'm just gonna make it so you can't click an item until it's like bounced out entirely and then hit the ground. And once it's like hit the ground, then I'll probably just do like a 1 second delay on it. Then you can click it to pick it up. Maybe we'll do like half a second. We'll figure it out. So that's the first thing. And I also had an issue where I was testing the other day and sprites were spawning with like the wrong textures and then switching over. So I'm just turning off their visibility at the start of the game, and then turning it and setting it back on. In fact, I did that in begin play, but I'm gonna not do that. I'm just gonna set this to no visibility. Then we'll turn it on when it loads. Where's the load? Basic load. So we're turning on visibility here, and then we're going to turn on collisions. I thought I had a boolean for like can be interacted, but I think maybe there's a. I really thought there was like a can interact thing. I guess I don't have one of those. Right, because so this project I decided I was going to follow a new architecture style, which is where you, instead of using interaction or interfaces, you use components to interact with things. I don't love it, to be honest. I decided that I don't think I'll do that again. I think I like interfaces a lot more. Obviously using both is like the best option. But there's definitely situations where like interfaces work way better. So maybe we'll just put in like a boolean here that says like can be interacted with or something. And then we'll turn it on and off. I turned on a new alert chime thing for whenever I get a message in chat, so I pay more attention to chat. I don't know if that's working so far, but you might be hearing a weird chime sound effect, and if you are and it's annoying, then we might turn it off or turn up the delay on it, because it's like every 30 seconds or so it can chime, and that might get really annoying. It's already starting to kind of bother me. Anyway, Prosto, hello, welcome in. And what's up, Sandrogo? Ding. Anyway, I don't know if you guys saw it in the Discord, but I have a little bit of news about Seeking Adventure. We actually have, I should check conditions. Let's do an and here. We actually had a meeting yesterday, Jan and I, with a publisher. I don't want to say who yet, and I don't want to give any details yet, but they would definitely help us get into a more global market, which is something we have never been able to do before with Seeking Adventure or with Swords and Magic, mostly because of localization reasons. But since this game doesn't have any localization to deal with, because it's no text pretty much other than like the Steam page, I think they're looking at this like this would be a really easy opportunity to make some money. And all we would, and they know about marketing and stuff, so it'd be huge to like get signed with them, and just get a bunch of attention on the game from other countries outside the US and outside other English speaking countries that we have kind of been focusing on over the last 4 years. So component-based approach looks like a good choice for a public game engine. For a public game engine? What do you mean by public game engine? Unity isn't open source though, is it? Is that what you mean by like public? Let me know what you mean. We're gonna promote this to a variable. We're gonna call this can interact. And this will be true by default. Everything should be interactable by default, pretty much. And then we can just go to here and do set can interact to true. And we want to, wait, did I close it? I mean to close it. And then the collectible, interactable, we're going to turn this can interact to false, just on this collectible item. Oh, we want a delay here. Red, thanks so much for the resub. A long time. Let's do like 0.6 seconds to start with. Let's go open up our village level. So it'd be easier for other people. I mean, that made for be used by other people. That may be used by other people. Like if you're just making a game, so just use interfaces. No need in those complications. Still confused. Prosto. Components. Never mind. Sorry. What's up, Summon? Welcome in. Yeah, I think we're gonna go turn that delay down probably a little bit. Oh yeah, that doesn't drop anything anymore. They were also asking if you could destroy these boxes. I'm not sure if that's a thing we want to do. Oh, that's weird. So that feels kind of bad, actually. So maybe a shorter delay. Oh wait, why are we like delaying on pickup though? I guess because this is still happening. That's weird. I really thought that this shouldn't be. This is from the interactable. Well, this is dumb. So we do once, and then we check interactions, and then we call interacted. There's no way to reset this. So once you click the first time, you're just done. This is really dumb. Oh, I guess we do have the reset time, but still. That means if we fail this, we're not resetting it though. So this should really be happening back here. Well, I guess, oh, never mind. It's fine. Hold on. No, because the sequence is taking care of it no matter what. Yeah, no, this should be working just fine then, so I don't know why this isn't working. This doesn't need to be here. Okay, don't put that there, I guess. Or we'll have to select something else. Interact is true on that apple? I don't think so. Just do a 2-second delay and see if this changes things. I wanna be able to move that further up. I need to fix that. Why is that delaying now? I think we need to look at our player controller. This should have been a very, very easy fix, and now I'm already frustrated. This is like... not just immediately working. So we're able to hover on everything right away, even if things are not interactable. So you really need to be checking, like here, if it has the component class, we should be checking to see, like, can interact. Like right here. And if false, then we don't do anything. We don't want to like fail this either. Because we don't want it to like error out when you try to click the apple too soon. Yeah, that's what we want. But why is it still like poofing? Why is it still like not disappearing right away? That's a mystery. So let's go do once, add item, which is happening. Show inventory pickup, which I believe is happening. Set spawn location, or spawn the poof, which is happening. And then we set visibility to false. Maybe we should just set our paper sprite to no collision in the beginning instead of... Maybe this is a better idea. Maybe we just do like... I don't know. I think we're gonna leave it. It's probably this. I think it's because we're setting the visibility here. Which is weird. Yeah, I think that like this isn't working. I don't know why. The only thing I can think is that this is overriding it, but why would that be happening? Because this should be loading much faster than that. Oh, run an ad, sorry. Fix one thing, break another. Okay, let's bypass this one. Right, they're not visible now. Hi, welcome back. Those jumping rice balls? Yeah, that's what everyone thinks they are. So that's working now. Yeah, I can't even see the tooltip without zooming in on that one. Hmm. This is weird. Like, I can't even interact with it again for half a second, so I don't understand why this wouldn't be... Like, why wouldn't this work? Like, I don't see how this would be possibly triggering more than once, but maybe that's what's happening. Maybe async load spread is happening more than once. Like, I don't think so, though. So visibility should be set to false. Is it working now? How's the game coming? It's going. I haven't really been working on it very much, to be honest with you. What are you making of those jumping rice balls? Those are sheep. This is a game called Seeking Adventure. It's our newest project. It seems to be working now. The do once fixed it, I guess. I don't really understand why. Is there like a delay on when they spawn? Was I really just like missing all those? Okay, so there's just a little, I guess, a very short delay now before you pick something up, which feels a lot better, because then you won't accidentally pick something up that you don't mean to pick up, or that, yeah. Okay, I think we're good there. I think this fixed our issue here, so we're not interacting with those things yet. Okay. Save. What's the next thing on the list? I think the next thing's a lot more complicated. Okay, let's just check that one off, I guess. Make it more obvious when you pick up a new item. Maybe show up like the gems do. So, one thing I'm considering doing is maybe we build something into our HUD. So when we pick up a new item, one thing brick another, also known as sheep, but I like onigiri as well. I think we'll unlikely ban evader restricted. They're already banned? How do you... Hold on. If you've already banned someone and there is still able to talk, then what do you do? Oh wait, maybe you already did ban them? Just now? I don't get it. Whatever. Anyway. Oh man, I just clicked the ban hammer. No, you're good, Matt. I think maybe it's just because you already banned them, so it just kept the message up for me. So now it says that they're banned, even though I can't ban them again. Anyway, so what I'm thinking is, when you click here, when you click on an item, we'll have a HUD element. Like we'll have like a widget or something on the HUD that will spawn an image or whatever. We can just put whatever we wanted for that image at your mouse, the cursor, at the location that you want to spawn this, whatever. That'll be like the same size, whatever. And it'll just spawn and then go to a specific HUD element. So it could be the health, your health, whatever. It could be the gems. It could be the inventory, whatever. And we'll just have it like lerp to that location over like half a second or whatever, like whoop. And we'll just have it scale down as it gets there. And then that way, like when you pick up an apple, it'll go whoop and shoot over to your inventory. So players' eyes will follow it and go, oh, okay, that just went in my bag. Got it. And then we can do the same thing for like when you take damage. So like I failed that roll. So we can show like a little like X or something, or maybe a heart or something that shoots down to the heart. People are really concerned that they don't know that like they're being damaged by things. And I understand that because a lot of people play games. And in most games, when you lose all your health, you die, right? Or you fail somehow. But in this game, that doesn't happen. You just can't do anything. Like I just can't fight because I have no health or whatever. I can't interact with things. And so I think that what's happening is like players are just so afraid that's going to happen, that they're going to die or whatever. If they don't know how much health they're losing, that they don't know that this is going to happen, obviously. And they won't know it happens until it happens. And I doubt that most players are probably never ever going to let this happen, because they're just going to be like, every single time Indie Game Clinic went to like fight something, he opened his inventory first, went to his consumables tab, and would eat apples or whatever to make sure he was full health, and then he'd like attack and fail, and then go to his thing and eat an apple and then attack again. And like it's so easy to get food and just apples by just like clicking any tree around, that I don't think people will ever really run out of apples or some sort of consumable. So I don't know. I don't know how important it is that people know they're losing health, because it's not like it's a huge deal if you lose health and don't realize it. And when you start trying to do things without health, you should know you can't do them. He also mentioned, somebody mentioned this, I think it was him, that it would be nice if you got like upgrades, so when you clicked something, it clicked in a like a radius around it. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I actually think it might be a bad idea, because you might not want to click multiple enemies at one time or something. But so I do also think the hammer 3 visual element is confusing. Maybe the roll requirements should be numbers written onto dice. Let's start this level over and look at that. I think it's a little confusing because you might think you have to have 3 hammers, but I think once players figured out that these are the icons for their stats, this automatically makes way more sense. We could put the number on the die at the top, and we can make the die bigger. But I think it's like, if you look at like a quest, which we don't have. Here, let's do this. Clear save, I think. Yeah. If you look at like a quest, it shows you what you need to get. Stop. overriding each other. It shows what you need to get that thing, right? It says 2 caret times 2. So when you look at this, it's, you know, craft 3 or whatever, not times 3. So it should be different. Like, you don't need 3 of those. You just need to roll a 3. How do we? I don't know how to say that any better. I mean, we could put the 3 on the die at the top, but then when you roll the die, that 3 is gonna have to disappear so it can roll. We could show the whole formula there too, instead of just 2 plus 0. Not that I don't think anyone will be able to figure out, like, even the most complex, like 12 plus 5 or whatever, you know. Like, I think anyone can do that in their head, pretty much. Anyone who can't do that probably isn't playing this game, or they can just play this game without even knowing that that's what's going on. I've also considered, like, if you literally can't reach this number, like if this was a 5 and I'm doing a 4 plus 0, then maybe we just shake it instead, or we just show like it's red. We just show like red on the number or something, so to show that you can't reach that number, and then we don't let players even do it, like it's an impossible task. Maybe the rule requirement should be numbers written onto the dice, otherwise players might think they need 3 hammers to do something. On the sheet of context, yeah. I know math is the main game villain. No, because like I said, like, you don't have to do the math. The game does it for you, so it really doesn't matter. We do need to get rid of their hearts. They should not be showing hearts. We're actually gonna do this in code though. Let's go to challenge. Because I don't trust Jana to remember to do this. I know we're gonna run into more issues. So what I want to do is, there should be an option for like show health, I think. I thought there was anyway. This is on the widget actually. Collapsed if health is less than or equal to 1. So that's what's happening is, yeah, okay. So what we need to do probably is show challenge, and instead we're going to do break. You're not equal combat. We'll get rid of that. Because we should show it health even if it's not. So if it's not combat, we're just going to hide it. If it is combat, we'll show it, period. So now we shouldn't have that on the sheep. Good. Oh. It's still like, it's like sitting up above it, like, because there's supposed to be a health bar there. It is being collapsed though, which is weird. I guess it's just because this is kind of being pushed up. This one. We want to do like this maybe, and then if we take our heart box, it's not in the vertical box. It's not. It's probably fine. I feel like if we put this in this vertical box, it would fix it. And also break it. Let's not do that. It's not worth the effort. It's fine. This would be nice if it was bigger. We cannot make it bigger because it's probably clamped to the size in the die roll widget. Size to content. Oops. There, now it's bigger. Let's try that. It's a little better. Another thing that they suggested was maybe we change the whole box to the color of the skill you need. And they also wanted the dice to match the skill color, but they don't realize that you're gonna get new dice, right? So like the dice are all yellow because that's the first die in the game, but when you get a D6, it's blue or something or green or whatever. All the dice are different colors, so that'll change. Can't tell if the dice actually got bigger or not. I wonder if they're actually the same size. Let's just go like way bigger. Oh yeah, they definitely got bigger. Can we just do that and then we just push the text down a little more? The text inside the die is still like not as big though as it could be. Because we're not changing that, I guess. I need health. Oh, I have no health. Ah. That's better. So I think we should move that box down. This box. Quest panel. Do 24. Okay, I like that better. This is fine then. I don't know, Matt. I think once you figure out what it means, then it makes a lot more sense being there. I don't know. The problem is, okay, so here's the problem, right? Let's say we do move it. Let's say we put the 3 on the the die instead, right? We don't put it here. As soon as you click, this die rolls, that 3 goes away, and then it shows you what your result is, but you have no idea what you're comparing it to at that point. By having the 3 here, as soon as the die rolls and it shows the formula or the equation, you can see like, oh yeah, my 4 plus 2 was not enough to get 6, or my 1 plus, or my 3 plus 0 was enough to hit 3, so I got that. I think it makes it more obvious. I never said to put the 3 on the dice up top. Put another dice icon on a layer below. Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood. Hmm. Is this? Why is this so big? Size like 600 font. Is this a, what is this? A scale box, that's why. Scale boxes break like everything. They act so weird. Well, this is gonna be annoying to make this work, but I don't know. I just think having two dice images on there is a little weird too. Because then we don't need to show the one on the top until we're ready to roll it. I think we're leaving it alone. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I understand the reasoning behind it, and I do think it would probably make a little more sense. But I just don't think it's worth breaking this right now. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think we'd leave it alone. Mostly just because I don't want to deal with the effort of breaking the whole thing and then fixing it all again. Because I'm gonna have to get rid of that scale box, and it's just not worth the effort right now. I don't think it's so confusing that players can't play the game. I think it's enough that they're gonna have to go through 3 or 4 challenges before they figure out what it means, maybe, if they don't figure it out right away. And I think that's fine. The thing is, I think there's a balance. In a game where understanding something means winning or losing, that's obviously you need to make that extremely clear. I totally get that. But in a game where it doesn't matter, if you roll and you fail and you just have to eat another apple, and I think players will figure that out pretty quickly by just clicking things. And again, there's no negative, there's no problems with that, right? The only time I've ever seen an issue where someone just screwed themselves it was on this level, and it was when there was only 2 carrots and you couldn't get any other carrots. And what was happening is they were accidentally eating the carrot, and then they couldn't turn it in for this quest. That was the only time, because there's only 2 carrots in the whole level. But now you just shake bushes and carrots come out. Well, they're supposed to come out. We need to increase the drop rate, I guess. Did that get reset or something? There's one. We need to turn that up, I guess. I only got 2 carrots. 3 carrots. I think we're just gonna set it so all the bushes just drop carrots, but that was pretty low. There was a 25% drop chance, and I only got 3 out of I don't know, 20 bushes, 30 bushes in here. That was pretty bad. This is better. So now, even now, We just have to design around that fact that you could eat carrots. And we just have to make sure there's always enough that if you do eat one on accident, or even if you eat all of them on accident, then it's probably fine. You're probably going to have a chance to get more. One thing that people did seem to like wonder about is like they can click these things as many times as they want and they just keep shaking even though nothing's coming out. I wonder if we should have something that like indicates that you've already shook it once. I don't know, Janice said like remembering what things you've already looked at is part of it. And the fact that you can come back into the level and shake them again means that we probably don't want to like stop the player from shaking them again. Because they might think that you can't ever do that again. Whatever, I don't know. Okay, let's go to the HUD and make that thing pop up. I wonder if we should make it a widget that we can spawn, so you can spawn more than one at a time. Or if we just make it a widget that just sits off to the side and then snaps to where it needs to go and then plays the animation. I think we'll just make it one widget that just like spawns, moves to where it needs to go, and then disappears, and then gets destroyed. So we need to go make a new widget. Let's go to this folder. Lots of UI in this game. Lots more than I wanted there to be. Let's call it I don't know. Let's do a side. No, let's just do an image. We'll just make it an apple for now. I think no matter where it's at on the screen, having just like a 1 second to go to wherever it needs to go is probably fine. I do worry a little bit. Maybe we'll do a... Maybe we'll lerp it with a timeline. Can't put a timeline on this, I don't think. Maybe we have like a progress and then we lerp it based on that progress on tick. So let's do update progress. We'll do an input on this and we'll say progress. This a float. Put this to a variable, and we'll do progress lerp (1 to 0), and we do call this icon. Oh, we need a pre-construct. Image. Actually, let's make this soft object reference. Set brush from texture, from soft texture. That goes here. Change size to texture size. No, leave that alone. It would be nice to set the size, but I don't know if we're gonna have the ability to do that in a meaningful way. Set render scale. One to 0. Okay. Hopefully that works. And then we're gonna have to move it. We'll leave this up in case we need it more. I just moved something there on accident. I did. All right. Make a function. We're gonna call this. Actually, I think we want to do this on. The event graph. Texture 2D. I actually don't know if this should be a soft reference or not. I think this should just be a hard reference, which means this doesn't need to be. I don't know. I guess I was just thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. Overthinking. Are you using Paper XD? I don't know what Paper XD is, so no, I guess not. What is Paper XD? Is it something I need to know about? Is it a plugin for Unreal? Okay, so we can call this anywhere. We'll probably put it in BPFL. And then we can... see, create widget. Oh, we need to expose that on spawn. On the HUD indicator, we need to do a thing where we do if progress is greater than or equal to 1. Remove it. That way it handles its own destruction. We don't have to worry about promoting it to a variable in here. Actually, I think this needs to handle its movement too. So what we might need to do is actually, when we create this, is put in the start location and end location. Let's do that. Because if we're spawning multiple at a time, then we can't handle the movement on each of them individually. Through the HUD, we have to handle that movement on themselves. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go blueprints. I have no idea where I put this stuff. Nope. Data? Enums. Make a new enum. HUD indicators, I guess. Let's do inventory, equipment, health, gem, I think that's it. I don't even know if gem's what we're going to use, so we'll have it on here just in case. Okay, and then we will add that enum on here. We can also use the same indicator thing to handle things like tutorial, like arrows or whatever that like point at something. What's up, Angel? And the HUD should have all these things on it, so we should just be able to do a select here. So start location, end location. Now I'm wondering if we should make this a full screen widget that we just spawn on top of everything. That's like non-hit testable. And then we'll just move the thing somewhere within that canvas panel. Rather than trying to move the whole widget. I don't know which is easier. GPT. It's suggesting, GPT suggests doing a full screen canvas panel and then repositioning the image element within it. Okay, so that means we need to go back to designer. We change this to fill screen. Oh, I guess we want to replace or wrap with a canvas panel. Which means we also need to wrap this with a size box probably, just to keep our dimensions correct. No, do we? Yeah, I guess even just if we just do with aspect ratio, that's good enough. This is going to be annoying because I don't know what size we're going to want everything to be. I guess we can change the size too, but I don't. That's going to be. I don't know. Angel, did I already say hi to you? I think I did. Would you say there are times when assets are good to use in a project? Free assets are paid? Yeah, I'm using paid assets in this project. Almost all of this art is all from an asset pack. I think it depends on what your project is, and I think it depends on which assets you're using, and I think it depends on how you're using them. For example, these assets are all entirely intended to be used in like a top-down like board game or like turn-based maybe strategy game, or even like a real-time strategy game maybe. So because none of these characters are animated, all of the like tree elements and stuff, like all the foliage and everything, the grass sprites, all that stuff, they're all I think intended to be like used in like a hex grid, almost like a Catan kind of setting, like a board game setting, and they're all like just separate elements so you can make your own grids. But I've just stripped them out and I'm using them to build like little levels like this. So I think if you can see an asset pack and like find a way to use it in a creative way that makes it like, so you're not just making a game that like the asset creator like intended it for, and you're finding a unique way to use it, then that's a good time to use an asset pack. I think when it can save you time, but it doesn't totally define your game, which in my case it kind of does. So it's like, if this was a more popular asset pack, like I would never use like a Cinti pack, right? If maybe for prototyping, and then I'd replace all those assets with either a less or a more obscure asset pack that isn't as well known, that wouldn't be recognized so easily, or I would just do my own art for those. So, but yeah, I think it depends on the game. It depends on the scope of the project. If you're making like a big like if you want to make like the next, like DayZ or something, and you're just using Cinti assets because there's a whole pack for that, I think your game's just gonna look like every other game, and you're gonna probably flop that, right? But that's probably not gonna do super well because everyone's seen those assets. It's gonna look like every other game, and so it's just kind of like, maybe we shouldn't do that. But I think if you're making a smaller game and it's more niche, and the assets are not gonna like define the entire game, and you're just using them for something else, even Cinti I still wouldn't use because I just think they're way too overused. But like if you can find a more niche asset pack, or like if you go to like the Epic store or whatever, or the Fab, I guess, there's a ton of assets on there that like if you scroll through the page and you find assets on that you've never seen before in a game, and you frequent Steam regularly, then you're probably fine to use those assets, right? It's just the ones that you're like, if you recognize it, you probably don't want to use it. Like, don't ever use like the run or jump animations from Mixamo, because everyone and their dog uses those, right? So that's when you want to be careful with assets. Like, you don't want to do things, as long as it's like, you want to make sure your game still feels unique and like handmade, even if you're using assets. There's nothing wrong with using assets. Even AAA studios buy assets, or they'll have like they'll like outsource that kind of stuff, and a lot of them will just be like, yeah, we just need a forest pack or whatever. They won't buy it from like a marketplace. They'll get it from like an art. I mean, sometimes they will, but I'm sure. But I think they get it from like an art house or something, and a lot of the art houses will just like reskin or just like send them the assets they already have, I'm sure. I don't know that for sure. I've never worked at AAA, so I don't know, but I do know they work with art houses a lot, and maybe they just custom make all their stuff, but maybe for like, like I don't know. I really do think that a lot of people use asset packs more often than you think they do. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think if you just buy a Cinti pack, and then you buy like an RPG kit or whatever, and you just mash those two together and then you launch your game, I think you're gonna flop, right? There's just nothing that's like gonna stand out there. But if you are like buying a Cinti pack and then building an entire like new game around it, you can still succeed. Or if you're doing an RPG kit and then building onto that and making custom art and making it look good, and then like adding a lot of really cool functionality and content on top of that, I still think you can succeed. It's just what you don't want to do for an asset flip is you don't want to just buy a bunch of junk from the marketplace, basically put it in your project and hook it up and then launch your game. Like if you're not doing any work to like change it and make it your own thing and like actually design work and stuff, then you're not making a game, you're doing an asset flip. My summit at Sandrock used the same enemy animations and sounds for their hyenas as Outward. Open my eyes to bigger companies actually using assets. Yep. I see that kind of stuff a lot. Bear sound effects are almost the same in every single game. I searched forever trying to get away from that default World of Warcraft bear sound effect that you hear everywhere, and I finally found a pack that was different. That's what we were using for Swords of Magic, and those bears are actually they're actually something else. They were like, it was like werebear or something like that. It was like they were intending it to not just be a bear but be something else, and I don't remember what it was, but it sounded like a bear to me, and so that's what we used because I wanted to make sure they sounded different. Anyway, if you have more questions, let me know. Okay, so we have an icon here. We'll just spawn it in the top left. We'll probably spawn it invisible, and then once we snap it to where it is, we'll turn it on so it doesn't like flicker in the top left. So we have start location. This is going to be a vector 2D. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, and then these need to be exposed on spawn as well. Then we're lerping the size. And we need to lerp the location. So we're gonna do set location, no set render translation. But it's not the image. I want to do it on the size box. Uh-oh. I can't lerp that. Should I just do 2 float lerps then? What am I doing? This is X and X and Y and Y. And the alpha is progress. Honestly, and I really wish I could just use a timeline here because I can't. I just realized I can't update the progress either. So I have to update the progress in here too. So maybe we shouldn't be using lerp and we should be using interpolate. Like finterp. Maybe we just do this. What if we do... Current is progress. Target is 1. Interp speed is, promote this to a variable and say, yeah, we'll just call it interp speed. Let's expose this maybe? I don't know, maybe not. Maybe we don't want to expose this. Maybe our interp speed should be like a measure between the distances. Let's just set it to like 1 for now and see what that feels like. And then we'll adjust and see if it feels better or worse. Sure, let's do that. Okay, then we're lerping the scale, that's fine. And then we're lerping the start location. There we go. And great, okay. So this should be working as long as we put in the right start and end locations. Setting the brush from texture. We don't have an update progress anymore, that goes away. Okay, this should work then. I believe this should be working as long as we get the right things. Okay, so start location is going to be whatever we want, and then the end location is going to be different things. So inventory, we should have a widget inventory. We do git render, no, git sometimes GPT is good for this kind of stuff and sometimes it's not. Let's find out if it knows what it's doing here. Slot is canvas panel, get viewport, nope, get location, get translation, get rel, no, get position. There it is. Okay, that's inventory. Let's see if this works to start. Okay, so collectible item. We show the inventory pickup, add item. So right here, get HUD. Hold on, let's make this a BPFL function. Function library, gameplay, add a function. Let's call this HUD indicator. Sure. Or let's do show HUD indicator. Get HUD. Spawn HUD indicator. Icon, type, start location. Okay, so the icon, we want to get item data. Get icon. Oh, shoot. Let's just do paper sprite. Get image. No, get sprite. That doesn't work. Did we already load this though? Can we? What if we just promote it? Oh, nope, it's not an image. It's a sprite. Can I put a sprite in here? Paper sprite. Can you not get like the source image of a sprite though? You can get the material. How do I do this? What's up, boss? Hmm. I swear we could just make this a sprite though. How are we setting the icon in the collectible? I mean, yeah, it's a sprite, but like, what about, okay, wait, hold on. How are we doing it in the like inventory slot? This isn't right. Create inventory slot widget. Look at. It's an icon. Oh, it just has an icon. Damn it. Okay, so we just need to get the item. Okay. Wait, am I dumb? Could we have just done that really easily before we changed all this stuff? I'm so dumb. Get icon. It's just not loaded yet, so we're gonna have to hard load it here. It is already loaded actually. It has to be loaded at this point. Okay, start location. We're gonna do get viewport. We can do get mouse position on viewport and try that. I'd rather do get like actor position. Then we do get actor location, then we do viewport, project world location to viewport position. Get player controller. I think this is what we want. I don't think we want this. We want like the exact location that this thing's at. Okay, let's try it. I think that'll work. It definitely didn't work. Okay, getting an error. Create widget is erroring out. Why? What? Access none. Trying to read properties. Gets slot as canvas. Why? Are they not on a canvas slot? Yeah, we have canvas panel. Get cached geometry. Local to viewport. Passing in 0, 0 to the top left corner. Okay, so maybe we do 0.5. Actually, I probably want 0, 0. I probably want the top left corner because that's probably where it's going to spawn the other one too. Viewport position. Probably want the same thing for all of these, but okay, let's test that. Still getting errors. Actually, oh, we're not getting errors, but nothing's working. Okay, that's fine. Next step then. Hey, what's up, Rock Kicker? How's it going? Okay, so we should have a start location. We have an end location. I kind of want to like print this location. Let's do that just so we have an idea of whether or not this is correct. Let's just print it for 10 seconds. Okay, and then in here, I'm gonna do a print here. I'm gonna just print progress and make sure this is moving up at the rate we want it to be. And then let's print, and let's just leave it at that for now. Let's see if that throws any major errors. If we get a bunch of zeros or something, we'll know. Oh, well, we're not printing multiple times. I think that first number is right though. Hold on, were we printing progress? Do we have tick turned off for some reason? Tick frequency, okay. Why are we not ticking? Let's put a breakpoint on this to see if we're even triggering it. What? If we disconnect this print, is it still printing that? No, it's printing coordinates. This isn't even right. Why is this not even happening? Oh, you know why? Because we're creating the widget, we're not adding it to the viewport. Duh. I guess because I was waiting to do more on the end of this, like promote it and everything, and then we just ended up not doing it because we're putting it on the thing now. Okay. Okay, now we're printing. Play. Oh, 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 oh! It's working. Okay, I think we got it working. Okay, so let's go into here. Target is going to be 1 is fine. We don't want to go all the way to 0 because that's way too small. Let's go to 0.5. And then our lerp speed or interp speed is way too slow. Let's go 3. We should probably pop it out a little sooner than 1. But that works. It seems a little like they start a little small. I'm a little concerned because I think it's not gonna matter. I'm a little concerned because I think if we're like zoomed way out, for example, if we zoom way in, they're still super small, but if we zoom way out, they're still the exact same size. So trying to get the same size is going to be pretty difficult. I wonder if we can do like 1.5 so it gets there faster and then disappears easier, rather than making this just disappear. We could actually even do like 0.9 maybe. And then I think the size is going to be an issue. Maybe we started at 2 and go to like 1. I assume that most players are just going to play at like the default zoom, maybe zoomed out a little bit. That feels much better. We could slow it down a little bit maybe. What do you guys think? I think we'll slow down a little bit. We could even wait on that pop-up. After like 1 second. That disappears too soon. It would be nice if it was like, if we didn't lerp the size until the end. So maybe we do that. Let the render scale. I don't know how to do this though. Looks a lot more obvious. Nice improvement. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate it. It would be nice if we were able to like. I really wish we could just do this with a timeline, but it's not worth the effort to like spawn a new timeline just for this. We could do a thing where like we lerp between 2 and 1, and then once we get to 1, like if we're greater than 1, then we lerp down to 0. Or not greater than 1. I don't know. Let's fix this. I think this needs to be 1. Maybe we do like 0.8 on this, so it goes a little bit smaller. And then interp speed, I think could go a little bit faster here. I think we'll find the right balance, just tweak in more numbers. That's it. That feels super good. That's the one for sure. Okay, I like it. So now I wonder if we should do a thing where when you equip something in here, if it goes down and shows that it's going into the equipment. Let's hold on, let's do this delay on here first. First we can get rid of this. We're gonna show this HUD indicator first. And then we'll do a slight delay for like 0.5 seconds maybe. I don't know how long it takes to get there, but it's probably gonna be like 1 second actually. You know what else we could do is we could do a bind. We could output here the indicator maybe. Could we? We do that in a BPFL? Probably. And then we could bind to like when it actually gets there. No, it's fine. What's up, Sky? We do this, it's a lot slower to get there. Oh, about the same. So let's do 0.8. Oh, problem is we want this to happen right away and this to happen right away. All of this and this. Needs to happen first. I wasn't paying attention to that. So that's definitely an issue. Is that working perfectly? Like no matter how far away it is? If it's really close. Yeah, that's perfect. The second it hits it, it pops up and shows the thing. Yeah, I love it. That's beautiful. Okay. I think Indie Game Clinic would be very happy with that. That makes it super clear that you're picking up an item and it's going in your inventory. I wanted to do like a little like exclamation point and like a little shake, or maybe like a star or something on your inventory to show you had a new item in it. But I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Because I just think it might be kind of annoying if that happens all the time. Every time you pick up a new item that you haven't like hovered over before. Then you have to go in here and hover it to get rid of it or whatever. I just don't think that's necessary. It would be kind of nice if we did it for like equipment, but even then. I think if you pick up like a sword or whatever, and it pops over into your inventory, I think you'll be like, oh, I should go equip that. I think it'll make it more obvious. Okay, so let's do it now for when you equip items. So that's going to be in our inventory. Actually, we'll do it on the inventory slot. Nope, we don't want to do that. It will be on the inventory. Find event to pressed, used item. Is this just in here? This item used. That the other one didn't say item used. Oh yeah, it did. Okay. So use a consumable, we should just move it to your health bar. And use equipment. Should we just spawn like a heart? Like if you click like an apple, should we just show like a heart going to your health bar and then show the health being updated so you know it's healing you? Or should we show the actual food item or the consumable item going there? Probably the actual consumable. Okay, we unequip item if there's an item to unequip. Then we update the gear widget in populate inventory. So we'll probably just do it at the end here. I think it's fine to just do it at the end. So we'll do show HUD indicator. We want get gear item. Love the Sims soundtrack. Get icon. Force load that. Equipment. And start location is going to be, let's see, get what did we use? Actor location. No. What did we use here? This. This is the problem. Inventory index. So I need to do probably before we populate the inventory we want to do this, because otherwise we'll have the wrong index. get index, and we want to do inventory. I don't know. Create inventory. Get child at this index. Get cache geometry. Get viewport position. And this is, yes, we're going to equipment. One problem is that in the HUD, you don't have the, okay, I need to set this up for equipment. Do we have a health bar in here? Yeah. And then I don't know if we're gonna do the. Oh, we'll just do the. That's actually that's fine. Let's just do the gems box. If that's what I think it is. No, we want this image. Gem image. That's where we want to move that number 2. Blub. I was learning UE5 recently. Yay. Wait, UE5? Wait, hold on. You're in Unity, aren't you, Sky? That's what you're working in? Why are you learning UE5? Okay, all these should be set up now. That's nice. My main project is still in Unity, learning UE5 for fun. Nice. That's fun. What do you think so far? Okay, I need a weapon, so let's go cheat. Let's grab a dagger, pitchfork, sword, bow, different dagger. Close. I wonder if we should, if this is open, we get the actual slot instead. That would be kind of nice. Oh, it just went from the top left. Did we not put a start position in? We did put a start position in. I think it just didn't work. Okay, let's try that again. This is the inventory index. Maybe this is getting the wrong thing because the inventory index might be a number that isn't actually in the grid. Because we are setting an array element for the index. We're not sizing to fit though, so it's just updating the element. BP is really fast for prototyping. BP is really fast for building. Not even prototyping. That's just make your game in it. It's fine. BP is at this point it's like it's optimized enough that you can build entire games in it, and ideally you just build your core like classes with any heavy functionality in C++ first, and then you just abstract from that and build whatever you want. Here's my attempt to make PoE clone with UE5 in just 3 days. Yeah, good luck with that. If you use some plugins, you could do it though. There's like a skill tree plugin. That'd probably make that pretty easy. Yeah, maybe 3 months. Probably like an actual clone, probably 3 years. But you could probably knock out like the gist of it, like procedural generation, the basic combat stuff, the skill tree, maybe one class in probably like 3 months. You could probably do that. Oh, you sent an image. Hang on, let me look. Continue without supporting us. Dude, that looks so good already. That you only spent 3 days on that? Pretty fast, huh? I have this goblin asset. Are these, is this the Luos particles? It's funny, I'm starting to recognize like all the assets. That's pretty good though. If it's not a valid index in the inventory, then we're not doing it, obviously. Maybe in this case, we just do mouse position. We just do the mouse position on the viewport, and that's the start location instead. Let's test that and see if that works. It did work, but it's going to the wrong location now. Oh, it's going to the slot. No, it's not. I was excited for a second thinking he was just going to the slot, but it's definitely not. Why are we going to the wrong place then? Oh, I know what's happening. I think I know what's happening. Let's see, HUD. I think we're getting... Yeah, this is the inventory button. This is the actual equipment. We want the equipment button. Widget button equipment. Yep, that's why. But we should check to see if it's actually open. Yeah. It would be nice to go to the center of it, just because now we're kind of further away, so it's more obvious. Or now that we're closer, it's more obvious that it's going to the wrong place. We might be able to do this. I don't know if local coordinate is 0 to 1 or if it's actually the size of the image, but let's test it. Doesn't look like it. So we can probably just do like 16 or something then in this case. It is kind of a shame that doesn't just give you the... I could probably just get like the size of it and then divide it by 2. But it does look like it's about 32, so that works fine. I wonder if we should change the lerp. For example, let's go into HUD indicator. This enter speed, let's expose it. By default, it is 2.3. So we'll go back to HUD and we'll do refresh here. and do select. For inventory, we'll do 2.3. For equipment, let's do 3.5 maybe. Health, we'll do 2.3, I guess. Gem, we'll do 2.3 because those will go from pretty much anywhere. But for the equipment, since it's so much closer, I want it to go faster. Just kicks up to 4. Just to test. It would be nice to like bounce that when it hits it. Like we really wanted to like polish that up. When it like gets to the point, we could like bounce the icon. I wonder if instead of putting in like the end location, we just put in the actual like widget. No. Maybe just in the HUD. Let's do this. Let's do... Actually, I think we can just do bind on removed. Can't do that. Interesting. Okay, so let's just make a dispatcher. Let's just say on removed. Compile first, and then call it. 3 weeks probably. I'm not going to clone the actual game, just the combat and using a Vampire Survivors game loop. Nice. This is 1.5 days of progress. I added Fireball, hit, and HP on day 3. Nice. But I didn't figure out how AI works in UE5 and went back to my main project at this point. That's fair. What's up, Ryu? What is Hidden Object RPG? Seeking Adventure. Seeking Adventure is a hidden object RPG. Okay, so we're calling that there. We can do bind event on removed. And then we can do get this is a custom event. Select here, and we can put in these buttons. It would be nice. Oh man, this is gonna be a pain actually. We're gonna like do an animation for each one of these. We could go here and then just like make an animation for each one of these when it gets updated. Let's just do it. Equip. Let's see, let's call it pop underscore equipment. And we'll just do a transform, and we'll just start with scale. Just do like 0.5 probably. We want to pop it up to like 1.3. Didn't want to do that. Great. Now let's duplicate it, and we'll go pop inventory. And then we'll just go here and replace this. Perfect. And then we'll duplicate it again, and we'll do pop Health. This would be nice if we just popped like the last health that was updated. But that's going to be way more complicated because I only have access to the whole health bar. So we're just going to do the whole health bar for now. And that's fine. What? Oh. That's fine. And then we do the same thing with a gem. So duplicate this. Gems. Gem image. Beautiful. Okay. Now we go back in here. That actually was a lot less work than I thought it was going to be. I'm so glad we can duplicate and replace animations. That's so handy. Play animation. Animation goes here. One loop. The inventory. We'll just go find all our animations. Pop gems goes into gem. Pop health. Inventory. Equipment. So now we pick up an item. Beautiful. Oh, that looks so much nicer. Now it actually looks like it's going into the bag. It'd be nice to have an animation or a sound effect at that point too. That looks so much nicer though. And equipment. Yeah. Yeah, that's so much more obvious what's happening. I love that. Very, very happy with that. Okay, let's save everything. Let's go. I want to speed up that a little more though for equipment. Let's go to like 6. Just so close that I want it to go faster. I just want to play a sound effect on it. Like, we'll just do like a little pop. We have like a pop sound effect. Perfect. I don't even care if it's a gem or not. It's fine. Cool. Now let's do health. So when we eat a consumable, so let's go back to our inventory. Go back, back. Use consumable. So we can call it here on show on change health, and make it do something, and then we can do something different on consumable potions. But I think for now. I think we just leave it alone. We'll just do it on all of them. I don't know. I think we'll just do it here. Show HUD indicator. Red, did you not realize it was like a hidden object game? Have you played it yet? I feel like you have. We're just gonna do get mouse location again, I think, for this one. Mouse position on viewport. That's it. This should just work. Now when we take a consumable.
Thank you for the
Perfect.
follow.
That's fantastic. Okay, and the last one was gems. So should we do that just like whenever we get a gem? Probably. I think the gem's already obvious enough, but let's do it anyway. There's a widget for it though. Crystal unlock? So we'll just do it after the animation is finished. Show HUD, indicator. It's not called gem. Crystal? Crystal. I think we'll just do this one. We need to do like get it is in a canvas panel, so we might just do be able to do like slot as canvas slot get position. What was it? And then project world. Oh no. I think that's it. Let's just hit play. Let's go back to the map. Oh, it just falls from the top. It did not get our mouse. Oh, you know why? Because there's no position there now. Because it's been removed already, probably. Oh, no, we're doing it first. No, that's the wrong one. I didn't get any errors. So why are we just getting 0? Let's just do the same one. The same thing we're doing here. Wait, why did that rotate? That's weird. Yeah. I think that works. It would be nice if we like maybe instead of the crystal box, we actually do the image. Because it's here now. It'd be kind of nice if we like took it from here and then and we didn't like scale it down. We just took it from here and then had it pop out maybe. Because when we scale it down, that's like it like disappears. Maybe we just don't even put it here. I don't know. It would be really nice if we just actually moved this image instead of creating a new one, but like I mean we had to like redo a bunch of stuff. It's really annoying. I don't think it's worth it. Cow on a boat. So AI in UE5 is actually pretty, it can be pretty robust. Really depends on how you want to handle it. Sky, if you're still in here. Let's test it again and see what it looks like. But yeah, it's not too crazy. I don't know. It doesn't look too bad, I guess. I think it would look better if it went right from that image and didn't close that thing. Remove from parent is called on the crystal unlock, but it has no UMG parent. If it was added directly to a native slate widget via take widget, must remove explicitly. It is not being removed. It is not added directly, so I don't know why it doesn't have a parent. The AI seems work, but I probably messed up the movement code because I was copying player pawn BP, and the AI can't chase but still turn to the player. Yeah, there's like literally an, like, I think one thing coming from Unity that I saw with like Lewis a lot was Unreal Engine has a ton of stuff built into functions already for you. It's almost like using like a whole like code base, like a whole like game library or whatever, for like Python or something like that, like using like Pygame or something. And so there's tons of like logic like that, like built into blueprints already, so you don't have to like do everything manually. So if you're doing things, if you're trying to do things like when you click the mouse or whatever and your character like goes toward the mouse click or whatever in like a top-down template, which I think is what you had, maybe you switched that to like WASD. But if you're trying to like manually move the character to the player like you would probably do in Unity, that's not how Unreal Engine would like handle things by default. And what Unreal Engine would actually do is there's like a set, what's it called? It's like a move to location. In fact, I can show you. Like literally right here. So AI move to, that's the node you want. And then you just put in the destination or the target actor. Either one will work. I think target actor will override destination if you have them both plugged in. So you just plug it in, and then you have an acceptance radius, and you have an on success and on fail. But you have to make sure that your AI is being possessed by an AI controller. So I use top down, but I use WSD, and mouse pointer is only used for aiming. Gotcha. But the old top down player movement BP was copied into the AI controller. I see. Yeah, but because it's AI, this is what I would use. You can manually move it if you like set like you could manually like give it inputs to move and stuff like that. But since it's not a player, that's probably not going to work. Unless it's possessed by the player, it probably won't let you have like movement input. Use AI move too, but it seems nothing happens. So another thing is, if you are, let's see, I think it's under class defaults. If you search for possess right here, there's auto possess AI. And this is probably like this is normally set to placed in world. But if you're spawning it, you have to choose spawned or placed in world or spawned. Because what happens is when you're spawning something, it's assuming you're going to manually possess it. So you need to make sure, like, if you want it to auto possess, then you need to choose this. And this is probably all that's wrong, because this used to happen to me all the time when I started, because I forget to set this, and then my AI wouldn't do anything. Prismatica, thanks so much for the raid, man. Welcome in. Was that like really 2 raids right in a row? Devin raided 2. Thank you, Jevons Cherries Game Dev. Welcome in, guys. I'm working on a game called Seeking Adventure, which has a demo out on Steam right now. We were in Next Fest. So if you want to check it out, you can. It is a very casual, cutesy looking sort of hidden object RPG. So it looks like this. And you kind of just click around and find stuff. Like there's some wheat we just added this new feature, so like the item actually goes down into your inventory now, which is super nice. You can, it's an RPG mixed with hidden object games, so you not only do you have like a full inventory and everything, you also have like equipment. I can equip things. I can look at what I have equipped. They change your stats, so I have like combat, defense, charisma, speed, and craftsmanship, which are all pretty much up to interpretation because there's no text in the game anywhere, so you can kind of just decide what things are yourself, which is kind of fun. And then you can perform like skill checks. So like this is craftsmanship. I have a +1 in. I roll a d4, and then my weapon here gives me a d6 that I roll instead. So with a bow, I can roll a d6. So I need a 3. I need to beat a 3, match or beat a 3 to like actually successfully perform a craft check on this sheep, which means I'm gonna shear the sheep. So I click. I rolled a 1 +1. I failed, so I took some damage. Not sure why. Maybe the sheep kicked me. Who knows? That's when I rolled a 3 +1, so I beat it. So I got some wool. Pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. There's a world map you can go back to, and then when you have enough gems, you can unlock new levels. Oh, this is the same level we were just in. That's because we were demoing. This is the first level. It starts out really simple. You can zoom in and out, pan around. You can challenge this guy. Oh, he has a heart. Interesting, he had half a heart. Thought we fixed that. I guess I need to put on... He should still be showing a heart. I'll have to fix that. We just changed some stuff and obviously broke things. But yeah, levels get quite a bit bigger. I can't open that one yet. And more complex as you go through. So this one has like, you can spawn some bees here, you can open a door and there's a farmer inside, so I can do a quest for him. These guys all have quests they want done. Find more items. You can just click on things to find them. It's pretty cute. I can cook some meat here if I had some meat. Get some meat by fighting these boars. There we go. Cool. And then if I run out of health, like if I fail too many skill checks or combat rolls, you get to 0 health. Nothing happens. You just can't perform more combat checks until you've... looks like I just cannot fail today. But until you have more health. So eventually you'll just have to eat some food or drink a potion or something and get more health back. And that's it. That's pretty much the gist of the game. There's we have plans for like more puzzles and things like that eventually. And then we'll have lots of like secrets and stuff. This also shows you like the resources you can get in each level. Once you discovered them, they show up in here. So you know like where you can go back to get different resources, which is a new thing we just added. Sheep can be brutal. Yeah. How long does it take to make a level? It depends. We haven't like been like really churning out levels because we're still kind of working on polish and adding in like a few features still that we're missing. But the 4 levels we put in here we pretty much like, this one was kind of like the test level for a long time, so it was really easy and like simple. And so like that one was like made from the very beginning. But then when we started actually like deciding, okay, well these levels need to be more complicated and like set up for the demo, it took us probably to build and polish a whole level probably takes us about a day. And they're gonna get more and more complex, so I'm sure that it's gonna take a little longer. But we have this many levels planned, so it's not like daunting. Like there's enough stuff in here to keep us busy for quite a while. But I think probably a couple months and we'll be done. But we actually just had a meeting yesterday with a publisher for the game, which is not something we were really interested in doing originally, but this game from the beginning has just been kind of like, let's see what a game with a small scope could look like. And so it's just kind of been like an experiment. The goal from the beginning was like, let's see if we can market this to the point where we can make $10,000 in the first month. And then I'm sure it'll just trickle down from there and we'll be happy with the result. So the idea is let's just experiment and try new things. So like, for example, Swords and Magic, much bigger game, has hundreds and hundreds of hours of content in it, and has thousands and thousands of lines of text, like dialogue. And it's pretty much impossible at this point for us to localize it because we just don't have the resources or the money to pay for someone to localize all that text. So it's pretty much just stuck as an English only game. We also have gone way past the scope of what the game should have been and what like performance was initially supposed to be like. And so without some like professional grade like optimization that I don't really know how to do, there's probably no way we're going to launch the game on like consoles or Switch or anything like that. We're also like heavily integrated into Steam at this point, and we'd have to switch over to EOS if I wanted to launch on like the Epic store or something, or anywhere else where we don't just sell a Steam key essentially. And so because of that, we're really limited. So with this game, because we don't have to worry about localization, and we the optimization is obviously like pretty much done, there's a couple more things I'd like to do to optimize even further. Like, for example, and this is actually something I actually wanted to reach out to Prismatica about recently, all of these creatures are like animated, and I want to switch them because they're all being animated via this is embarrassing, but a timeline. Even their hopping is all timelines. So I'd like to switch those to shaders. So like the shader actually just animates and we can just swap out the material. That would be fantastic, but I have no idea how to do that. And I tried asking GPT for help. I tried looking up ways to do it. I even went to like the Unreal Source Discord and I was like, how can I do this? I need some help. And everyone was like, why don't you just take your sprites into like Photoshop or whatever and animate them, because it'll be a lot easier that way. And I'm like, I have hundreds of sprites. I can't go through and animate every single one of them manually with like a flipbook animation. That will take me like months to do all these sprites. So that's not going to work. So I definitely need to make a shader for them. And I think this would be 10 times more optimized. All of these trees used to sway. In fact, I think I can have my graphics turned all the way down. Forgot to do that. Now all the trees will sway. And they used to sway all on individual timelines, like every single one was an actor that could sway. And now they're set up on like, there's one timeline that like, there's like 3 timelines or something that's like controlling a chunk of the actors, I think. I can't remember, I did it a while ago. So now it's way more optimized. I went from like, we were getting like 10 frames per second when I had like, here, there's another level, hang on, I'll show you. This level was kind of nuts. It has a lot of trees in it. And so we were getting like 10 frames per second with all these trees swaying. And then when I did that optimization pass where they're only like swaying every once in a while and they're swaying based on multiple timelines, I'm getting much better frame rate. Now I'm getting 80 frames per second on full screen while streaming, while playing an editor. So like, I'm not worried about performance anymore with this many actors on the screen really, but I would still like to optimize a little more. Anyway, moving on. Oh, we're in an ad break. Of course we are. Of course there's an ad break during all of this discussion. God damn it. I think the ad break is over though. Sorry about that, guys. The one time I should have snoozed an ad, I missed it. Couldn't that all be done in the material? Yes, I mean, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Timeline effects can be this bad for performance. Well, yeah, because the timeline is running, each one of these actors is running a timeline. Or was running a timeline, which gets really expensive. So yes, they can be that bad. But I can do more optimizations, like even more. I actually came up with a much better plan for optimization. I can't remember what it was now. I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I have way more things I can do. If I need to keep everything on a timeline, I can optimize even more. Like I can put all of the characters on one timeline that's like just animating all of them at the same time. And then just like do like a delay or whatever, or like an offset to like, so they're not all breathing at the exact same time. But yeah, there's lots more optimizations I can do if I can't get them moved over to a shader. But ideally, I can just move them to a shader and be done. So yeah, that's the game though. I think timeline might be the way to go. Yeah, I mean, it works, but I think a shader would be better. So anyway, Prismatica, how was your stream and what were you working on if you're still here? But yes, I mean this game is a lot faster to produce than Swords Magic, for example, obviously. But I'm not gonna lie, after working on this, and it's just so simple, and there's just not a whole lot going on, I'm like itching to work on something bigger again. So I actually already have plans for our next big project, which was probably a terrible idea. Probably shouldn't have started working on what that's going to be, but I'm excited about it, and I think being excited about a project is more important than pretty much anything else. But yeah, we have plans for Swords and Magic too, so we're still gonna be working on Swords and Magic to knock out the 1.0 release. I don't know if we're gonna get 1.0 before I start the next big project, but one of the big major goals that I do want to hit before we start working on that, like before I like actually decide to officially announce that and tell everyone what it is, it's still a big secret right now, is I want to make sure we get all of our Kickstarter rewards finally finished up and like out to everyone, so that way no one is like waiting around for something, and we've already, because that in that case all we haven't delivered on is a 1.0 game, which does suck that we haven't got that done yet, but we've already delivered on every single promise plus some, that we pretty much promised everywhere, except for the couple things that we've already announced that we can't do, like the Switch release. That was a promise we made early on that we should not have made because we didn't know we were doing it, and we learned that lesson the hard way. But anyway, what else do we have on our list of optimizations we wanted to do? Made that more obvious. Outlines missing from farmer and girl in village. So the farmer, yeah, he does not have his outline version, and the girl doesn't have her outline version. That was something we were noticing in the Let's Play or the playthrough we were watching the other day. Everyone else has an outline that's appropriate. Cool. That's easy. Give a D6 upgrade early in the game so players recognize between dice. So that is another thing, is a lot of people think they don't understand what the D4 is. So I think what we're gonna end up doing is probably like one of the first weapons we give players. We'll just upgrade from a D4 to a D6. It'll probably be in this level. So what do we get in this level? I don't know if we can get any weapons in this level, actually. Maybe it's the pitchfork. I think the pitchfork will probably do it. Weapon, pitchfork. Yeah, so it is a D4. Let's just bump it to a D6. And then maybe we don't give both passive buffs. Or maybe we give a craftsmanship buff instead. I don't know. I'll leave it for now. This is already gonna be like really overpowered though, especially early on. Like you'll be able to wreck everything for this. But so we'll have to just wait for a little while before we give another weapon upgrade, or just give a weapon upgrade that doesn't have as many. Maybe what if we do this? What if we just get rid of the combat buff and we just give a strength buff on this one? And that way it's not as powerful. Because now you can beat pretty much everything with it. Okay. That's good. I'm happy with that. That'll probably just take some testing to see if we actually really want to do that. Automatically open the gear panel when you equip new gear. I wonder if we should do that the first time, but I don't know if we want to do that every time now. They were mentioning it because they wanted to see where the gear was going, what was happening, but I think with our new feature that like shows the gear going into your inventory or going into the gear panel, I think that's already going to be enough so players realize it's being equipped. It would be nice is it when we're equipping it, player inventory, if we did have a bind, like an output on this that we could trigger when we actually equip things. this goes away now. But it would be nice if we actually triggered the update on the gear inventory when that happened rather than right away. But it's probably fine. I don't think it's a big deal. It would just be nice because if you do have the panel open, you would see it update when it happens. Zero text for this game, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing is they were mentioning is saying like it would be nice to have some tutorials. And I think we can, what I'm thinking about doing is when I'm ready to like do that polish phase is I'm thinking about just recording some gameplay or recording like some GIFs or whatever of probably game. I don't know how it works. I haven't decided how this works yet. But I can just record some gameplay of like picking up an item and then opening the inventory and equipping it or something. And then when you get your first item and you equip it, then we'll just pop up a little like video player basically that just says like, or that just shows a video of like equipping. And then we'll maybe have another video underneath it or something of like fighting an enemy with that weapon now. So you can like kind of see like, oh, I need to equip this thing and then I can fight an enemy and do more damage. I haven't decided. Something like that would be nice though. I also want to build like a little cutscene manager thing. So when you go into a level, like we'll like do like black bars slide in or something and then show like a cutscene or whatever, and you can't interact with things. So we can tell like stories through the levels and have like little NPC like walk out or something and maybe like fight someone or something. I don't know. We can do things like that to like show stuff to indicate like maybe what you're supposed to do on certain levels. Like for example, we want one level where there's like an orc king or something, I don't know, or like an orc guard or something, and he like maybe he's like fighting some people or whatever, and then like in the cutscene, and then we'll have him like run behind a gate and have like the gate shut or whatever, and then the black bars will like go off the screen and like zoom back out or whatever, and then you can play. And so like so you know like, oh, there's an orc guy behind there, I need to defeat him, so like I gotta figure out how to open the gate, and then you'll like have a puzzle or something or a key you need to find or something to open that gate. I think that would be really cool. So I want to build like that little cutscene manager eventually. I think that'll be easy to do. It'll just be a little tedious. There's a lot of little things I still want to build. Timeline effects can be this bad. Performance could even be a thought bubble. Still playing video. Oh, that's a cool idea. That would be nice too. I think just like a pop-up that just like forces you to look at it would be good, and they'll just have like a little check mark at the bottom. You just click to like confirm that you've like watched it and you're ready to move on. And I don't think we need any of them. Like honestly, I don't think we need them at all. I think like you start this game on, well, let's go to the first level. Let's clear save. The cheat manager is so good. Oh, I need to fix this. Right. There's a new issue. I changed how sorting works, and I used to have like a layer switcher thing, and it was like forcing all of these guys to go to like layer 0, so they were always being rendered underneath everything. But since we switched to a layer switcher, now that's breaking things. So I'll have to fix that. Or we switched from the layer switcher to, I figured out how like sorting actually should work. So now it's working correctly, but this is broken. Anyway, I think the game is like obvious enough. Like, I think like since there's no repercussions, like the worst thing that can happen is you start the game and try to fight this guy 3 times. I need to fix that. Let's fix that really quick. It's the challenge widget. We did this one, and we used to have I think we checked if the health was greater than 1, I think. I think we just clamped the health. Like, let's just clamp it to like 2 to like 20 or something, I don't know. hate that I can't tab through those. And I think that'll fix it. Nope, still not working. I don't know why that's not working. I think we're gonna scrap the half hearts. I think that's on my list to do too. So I think we're just gonna scrap all the half hearts so we don't have to worry about them. I think it was a cool idea, and I like the idea of half hearts, but I think in this game it's just gonna be more obvious if it's just one heart. Every time you take damage, you take one whole heart. Every time you deal damage, you do one whole heart. It just makes everything way simpler. Because like one problem we're running into is like, for example, I don't have any food because I didn't. Yeah, right. Let's go cheat. If I have cooked meat, for example, that work. It shows. It looks bad when it's small screen. Plus one half heart, plus one full heart, right? Which is confusing, and I think people are like, "Wait, what is this doing? I don't get it." But it's giving you 1.5 hearts, but it's like this is just confusing the way this is set up. Like this should just show you like if it's gonna do that much health, whatever, it should just give you like +3 health, +3 hearts, whatever, and like that simple. The only issue I have with this is that cooked meat should be as good. Like it should be like a level up, right? Like better than other things. +3 hearts, yes, that's yeah. So I think we're just gonna start players with like 4 hearts instead of 2, and then you'll just take 1 full heart when you take damage. Which kind of sucks because I built a really nice like whole thing for the health bar. Oh, this is not what I want. Here it is. I built this nice like here's for the half hearts, here's for full hearts, whatever, but I think we're just gonna do this and then we'll just bypass half hearts. Pretty sure that's going to fix all of the issues. We don't need a state though. Well, I guess we do need a state, but the states can just be 0 or 1. We don't need a third state. Can I remove this? I can't copy those. Can I really not remove this pin? Dumb. I don't know which one this is. This is... heart piece empty. I just don't know which one that is not outlined. It must just be this one. And then we need to go back to here and say, oh, where was it? State 1. And state 0. I just want to leave my code here just in case we decide to change this again. Hold on. This is a little misleading. That's better. Oh, this is going to show my hearts. So now I have 3 hearts. They show incorrect. But that's probably not correct for the right reason though. Let's see, player stats, current health 4, max health 4. What do I need to know about the final heart for? What does that mean? Oh, if it's on the final heart, we're playing an animation. So if our health is equal to 1, 1. Okay, we need to get rid of that clamp that we put on there then. Why do I only have 3 health? We don't want to divide by 2 anymore. If health is less than or equal to 0, we want it to be the final heart. This should just never be the final heart. Oh yeah, no, never mind. No, that's fine because we want to flash all the hearts when you're dead. Okay, so add heart. Yeah, why is this not working? We should have 4. Print. Play. 1, 2. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's okay. So now it's working, but I'm hurt. Let's do. Oh, damn it. clear save. Okay, good, that worked. Let's get myself hurt. Good. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, that's fine. Cool. I think it's working. Oh, we can do this. I don't know why it rotates that. That glove is weird. Really weird, I don't know. Anyway, let's go to the first level. Need to fix that layering issue. Weird. Yeah, what the heck? Why is it happening now? It's like when I hover over certain things, it changes their... When I'm hovering over it, it like rotates it. Is this happening with apples? No. Keys? Why is the coin doing it then? That glove did it too. Hover. Set relative scale. Oh, I think I know what's happening. Hold on, hold on, hold on. If this guy's facing left when the coin drops, it flips the coin. Or facing right when the coin drops. So that time it worked just fine. I go this way. Wait for him to face right. It still didn't work. I think he was facing the wrong way. Let me keep my mouse over him. Is it facing left? Is it not? Does it not have anything to do with the way he's facing? Why is this not working now? I just had to open the the widget and look at it, or the code and look at it, and then it started working. It shouldn't be like flipping when this spawns. I think it's the challenge. Let me start closing some stuff. Bounce right. This is bouncer, right? It's the add impulse. It's weird though. I think our suggest profile or projectile velocity should also be I thought it should be flipped. But we're giving the target point. I don't know. I don't know why that's happening. It's weird. Like we shouldn't be. Oh, maybe it's this right here. Because we could be flipping our transform. We probably are. The widget holder actor. I don't know. I think we just leave it alone for now. It's just gonna go on the bug list. We're gonna put it on the bug list, and we're not worrying about it right now. I am happy with everything so far. I think we need to look at the challenge and just make sure we're still taking off. I think the challenge is working just fine. It should just be taking off 1 heart. Let's make sure. Roll challenge. Let's go. It's on in here. Success. Max health greater than 1. Take damage. Yeah, this is doing -2. We just need to do -1, no? And then update health is the same code, so that all should be working just fine. So let's go add, let's just make a enemy really quick, I guess. We'll just drop B in. And let's give him four health. Make his challenge easier to beat and hit play. That needs to fit better, but this is working. Cool. Delete the B before forget. Okay, that's all working now. We have successfully moved everything over. I should have left him in there. Hold on, let's go. Let's put him back. Control Z. Challenge, widget, designer. The health bar, I want to make sure this all scales to fit in the health bar, which is going to be hard to do because it looks like it's a separate canvas panel entirely. That's dumb. Why? Why did we do that? Maybe it's fine. Maybe we just don't make. We just make sure that no one has over 3 health. Really seems like I should just be able to just drop this right in here, but it breaks everything. My 900, my God. I don't know why it's like clamping. I love the Sims like radio. Anyway, I don't know why this is clamping in here. Oh, it's being stupid. It's got to be just because of the actual health bar. I don't get it. Like it's just a horizontal box. Like it shouldn't be. I guess because it's like the size of the. Maybe we just need to clamp each heart. It already is. Well, that sort of fixes that, but like, why is it not? Oh, because it's, I know why. Because it's clamping the size to 64. There we go. But now look how small this is. This freaking scale box is just breaking everything. Oh, probably because this is no longer padding correctly. Even that's still not like, it's just like not filling. I'm scared. I'm scared we went too far. I didn't make all these changes. Why is it just doing this? I just did this one like a few clicks ago. What are we deleting now? God damn it. I'm afraid that like it skipped those changes for some reason. Now I'm like undoing code that I just did. Like, what is it undoing? Undo edit stat? Edit die type? In here?
We went this far back, but we didn't undo the things that we just went to do? Are you kidding me? I have to manually fix all this now. Okay, I think we're back to where we were, but so stupid. This is dumb. Oh man, maybe we should have done half hearts, because if we just kept everything to half hearts, then we would have been able to do 6 health. I guess we could put this in a scale box. I don't know why this is even a thing anyway. Let's wrap this with, replace with a scale box and see what works. Where is it? I can't replace with a scale box. Okay, so now if we change this from 6 to 3 and compile. Nope, that's not 3. 3. 3. Okay, that works. Yeesh. We should probably... That's not what I'm doing, what I think it's doing. Pull it out like that, like that, and that way we can fit a 4th one probably. Four, compile. There we go. Okay, and it should just stay centered. Yep. Okay, I'm happy with that. My God. Oh, we have errors. Of course we do. Oh, that's actually... No, that's fine. That's because I fixed a typo a while ago. Save. Play. It would be nice when if you did a challenge, the whole like challenge thing like shook when you did damage them, because right now it's just kind of like, eh. But that's whatever. Challenge. How much health does he have? Let's give him 8 health. Looks bad, but at least it like scales appropriately and you can see how much health it has. It probably looks better full health or full screen. Like, yeah, I mean, like, we probably should never have anything that has this much health anyway. This is just tedious to have this much health. If we ever have like a boss fight or something, and we actually do need something that has like this many hits, then we'll probably do something like break it up into pieces, or break it up into like, I don't know, something. I almost killed him with 8 health. Ugh. We got him. Okay. Let's delete this guy. We don't need him anymore. Save. It is 1:15. It is lunchtime for me, and Jana has meeting in like 40 minutes anyway, so I'm gonna go. How do we have 70 viewers? My god, there's nobody even talking. What's going on? Okay, let's go find someone to raid. I was just gonna leave, but we have too many viewers to just leave, so we'll go find someone to raid. Let's go raid. Who? Someone with a smaller number of viewers, ideally. How about... I'm trying to mute what is going on. Let's go here. No, let's not. Let's go here. This guy needs the viewers more. All right. You're welcome. Thank you for the socials. Yeah, if you guys want to follow development, make sure you follow. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want to support development, we have a Patreon. Here's that link. If you want to wishlist the game, I'd really appreciate that. That'd be great. You can do that from that same Linktree link there. And I'll be back on Tuesday. I don't know what we'll be working on Tuesday. We might be working on Imperium, because I need a stream day for Imperium this month for sure. So we'll probably do Imperium. Let's see, Tuesday. Oh, you know what? Tuesday is an interesting day. Tuesday, they are announcing the winners of the Game Jam, with the cash prize that we participated in. So I don't know what time they're doing that. So I'll probably be streaming after that. I think they're doing it probably 10 a.m. That's what time they announced the theme. So we're assuming 10 a.m. But we don't know yet. So I will be streaming Tuesday. It might just be a little after. It might be a very exciting celebratory stream. It might be a short stream because we might be going out to lunch or something to celebrate. I don't know. It'll be if we win, or if we're in the top 3, then that's very exciting. If not, then whatever. It'll be another day. But anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. And I will see you soon. Bye.